What's the best way to motivate myself to exercise? So this one's a doozy. It could probably be its own topic. I'm going to give you kind of my short answer. As you can tell behind me is just mass chaos, which I don't even want to show you. For those folks that are listening, you don't get to see it, so hooray! But for the folks that are watching, it's been a long week. It's been a super long week to the point where it's just mass chaos in my life. But I'm really proud that I was able to get up and go and exercise 3 times this week. And I do HIIT training, so it's jumping around, and it is high intensity interval training. So you do intervals of high intensity exercises. And then you get done within 30 minutes because I hate spending an hour in the gym. It just doesn't feel right. So I like to hit the high points, be in and out, and move on with the rest of my life. And so, how do I motivate myself to do that? Sometimes you can motivate yourself with the images and the future thinking. Oh my gosh, in 3 months I'm going to look this way, or oh my gosh, in 4 months I'm going to feel this way. And sometimes that's very motivating for folks. That's not me because I don't know what's going to even happen next week. So instead, motivation for me is I know I'm going to feel more energetic when I'm done. And so, in other words, it's like drinking coffee for me. And I don't even really like to exercise all that much, but I do like the feeling of having enough power and enough enthusiasm to tackle the day. And so, and I am a worker outer in the morning. There was a article that talked about when's the best time to work out. Is it after work, so that you potentially have more time? Is it before work so that you can get your day started? And essentially, they came up with work out whenever it works for you, because there are certain people that can't do one or the other. And for me, I cannot exercise after work or after teaching or anything like that. I'm tired, and for me, if I'm tired and trying to exercise, it promotes injury for me, and so I do not do it. Other folks love it; they can go and work out at 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I'm asleep by then. And so another way that I've tricked myself into exercising is that I don't call it exercise. I literally write it in my book as training. Okay. Because everybody likes training. So whenever you get a new job and you're like, oh, I get 2 weeks to like sit around and just have long lunches and learn how to do things. And this is really great. And that's training. You do all those modules and you think you have to stay there from 8 to 5, but nope. If you get done with your modules early, you get to leave. Yeah. And so, it's that same idea. So if you think of exercise as training, it doesn't hurt so much. It is an activity that you use to improve something else in your life rather than a standalone activity all by itself. And so yeah, you can cognitively reframe the idea of exercise. Some people will reward themselves. So you go and exercise, and if I exercise, I'll get a smoothie. I will amass a certain number of points, and if I get a certain number of points or I lose a certain amount of weight, I'll treat myself with X, Y, and Z. So that's another way of motivating yourself to exercise. I think regardless of your age, one of the other good ways of motivating yourself to exercise is to be around somebody else who is exercising. So we are communal creatures. And if your friends are exercising and can hold you accountable and text you when you're missing from the gym or the disc golf field or whatever y'all are doing for exercise, that also helps. Guilt and shame can be very powerful, healthy things when done in moderation. And so those are some of the basic ways you can motivate yourself to exercise.